Sun Quan went to consult Lu Meng on how to deal with Guan Yu. Lu Meng said, "Guan Yu's troops are few. When he flees, he will not dare take the main road for fear of ambush. Most likely he will escape through the rugged mountain path north of Maicheng. Your Highness should send Zhu Ran with 5,000 elite troops to lie in ambush 20 li north of the city. Once Guan Yu leaves, there is no need for a decisive battle. Just keep pressing him from behind and force him to run. His army is already demoralized. He will not wish to fight and will surely flee toward Lingzhou. Then have Pan Zhang take 500 picked men and lie in wait along the narrow mountain paths near Lingzhou. When Guan Yu reaches there, he can be captured. When attacking the city, pressure all the gates but deliberately leave the north gate open. He will think there is a way out and escape by night." Sun Quan, still uneasy, asked Lu Fan to divine the outcome. After casting the hexagram, Lu Fan said, "The omen shows the enemy will flee northwest. Tonight at the hour of high, he will surely be taken." Overjoyed, Sun Quan immediately dispatched Zhu Ran and Pan Zhang according to the plan. Inside Maicheng, Guan Yu counted his remaining forces, barely more than 300 men, with provisions long exhausted. That night, Wu soldiers outside the walls loudly called out names of Shu officers, urging surrender. Many within the city grew fearful, and some slipped away in the darkness to defect. With no reinforcements in sight, Guan Yu sighed to Wang Fu, regretting that he had not heeded earlier advice. Zhao Lei suggested abandoning Maicheng and retreating westward to Sichuan to rebuild strength. Guan Yu agreed. Climbing the wall, Guan Yu observed that the north gate seemed lightly guarded. Local people told him the northern route was rugged, but led toward Sichuan. Despite Wang Fu's warning about possible ambush, Guan Yu declared he did not fear it. That night he prepared to break out, leaving Wang Fu and Zhou Tsang behind to hold the city to the death. Guan Yu, with Guan Ping and Zhao Lei and about 200 men, broke out through the north gate under cover of darkness. After traveling some 20 li, drums and shouts erupted from a valley. Zhu Ran appeared and challenged him to surrender. Guan Yu fought fiercely, forcing Zhu Ran to retreat, but suddenly ambushers rose on all sides. Realizing he could not fight them head-on, Guan Yu turned toward the mountain path to Lingzhou. Zhu Ran pursued from behind, and Guan Yu's followers dwindled rapidly. After a few more li, flames and shouting flared ahead. Pan Zhang blocked the road. Guan Yu clashed briefly, drove him back and pressed on. Soon Guan Ping reported that Zhao Lei had fallen in the chaos. Guan Yu, grief-stricken, ordered Guan Ping to guard the rear. Fewer than a dozen men now remained. At a narrow place called Juesher, with reeds and brush crowding both sides and dawn approaching, hidden soldiers sprang out with hooks and lassos. They entangled Guan Yu's horse and brought it down. Before Guan Yu could regain his footing, Maicheng, an officer under Pan Zhang, rushed forward and captured him. Guan Ping turned back to rescue his father, but was surrounded and seized after exhausting himself in battle. At daybreak, Sun Quan received news that father and son had been captured. He summoned his generals. Brought before Sun Quan, Guan Yu was urged to submit. He angrily rebuked Sun Quan, calling him a traitor to the Han and declaring he would rather die than surrender. Some advised sparing him, but others warned of future danger, recalling how even Cao Cao's lavish treatment had failed to secure his loyalty. After hesitation, Sun Quan ordered his execution. Thus Guan Yu and Guan Ping were put to death in the 12th month of the 24th year of Jianan, 219 CE. Guan Yu was 58 years old. Poets later praised his unmatched valor and steadfast loyalty, saying his name would endure through the ages. After Guan Yu's death, his famed red-hair steed fell into the hands of Maicheng, who presented it to Sun Quan. Sun Quan, recognizing the horse's legendary status, rewarded it to Maicheng as a mark of merit. Yet from the day it was transferred, Red Hair refused all grain and fodder. No matter how carefully it was tended, the horse would not eat. Within a few days, weakened and listless, it collapsed and died. People said the loyal steed would not serve another master, choosing death rather than betrayal, just as its former rider had done. Meanwhile in Maicheng, Wang Fu passed a sleepless and anxious night. Trembling with unease, he said to Zhou Tsang, "Last night I dreamed that our Lord stood before me, covered in blood. I tried to speak to him, but before he answered, I awoke in terror. I cannot tell whether this dream bodes good or ill." Before the words had fully left his mouth, scouts rushed in with dire news. Wu forces had arrived beneath the city walls, carrying the severed heads of Lord Guan and his son, using them to call for surrender. Wang Fu and Zhou Tsang hurried to the battlements. Looking down, they saw with their own eyes the unmistakable faces of Guan Yu and Guan Ping displayed before the enemy ranks. Wang Fu let out a cry of anguish, collapsed in shock, and fell from the wall to his death. Zhou Tsang, unable to endure the sight and unwilling to survive his lord, drew his sword and took his own life. Thus Maicheng, already doomed, fell completely into the hands of Eastern Wu. Though Guan Yu had died, his spirit was set to wander to Mount Yuchuan in Dangyang. There lived the monk Pujing, who had once met Guan Yu. One night, Pujing heard a voice cry, "Return my head." He beheld Guan Yu's spirit riding Red Hair, accompanied by attendants. Pujing addressed him calmly and reminded him of karma. "You demand your head from Lu Meng. Yet whose heads did Yan Liang, Wen Chou, and the generals of the Five Passes demand?" Guan Yu suddenly awakened to the truth of cause and effect, bowed, and withdrew. Thereafter he was said to appear miraculously at Mount Yuchuan, protecting the people. A temple was built in his honor. Meanwhile, Sun Quan celebrated the capture of Jing province and praised Lu Meng's achievements. Yet suddenly Lu Meng appeared possessed, seizing Sun Quan and shouting in Guan Yu's voice, denouncing treachery. Moments later, Lu Meng collapsed, bleeding from his 7 orifices, and died. All were terrified. Sun Quan, uneasy, heeded Zhang Zhao's warning that Liu Bei would surely seek vengeance. On advice, he sent Guan Yu's head to Cao Cao, hoping to shift blame. Cao Cao, informed of Guan Yu's death, initially rejoiced but was warned by Sima Yi that this was Wu's scheme to divert Liu Bei's anger toward Wei. Sima Yi advised giving Guan Yu an honorable burial befitting a lord, thereby directing Liu Bei's hatred back toward Sun Quan. When Cao Cao opened the casket and greeted Guan Yu's head, legend says the eyes moved and the beard bristled, frightening him into a faint. Deeply shaken, Cao Cao arranged a grand burial outside Luoyang and posthumously honored Guan Yu as Prince of Jing. In Chengdu, Liu Bei experienced a restless night and dreamed of Guan Yu asking him to avenge his death. Soon confirmed reports arrived. Jing province had fallen, and Guan Yu had been killed after refusing to surrender. Liu Bei cried out and collapsed in grief. "For the oath once sworn to die together, how can I bear to live alone today?" What would become of Liu Bei's fate? That is told in the next chapter. Summary. This chapter recounts Guan Yu's final escape from Maicheng and his capture through Sun Quan's calculated strategy, carried out by Zhu Ran and Pan Zhang, culminating in Guan Yu's steadfast refusal to surrender and his execution. Loyal retainers such as Wang Fu and Zhou Tsang follow him in death, underscoring the theme of unwavering loyalty. The latter half develops the legend of Guan Yu's enduring spirit. His encounter with the monk Pujing introduces Buddhist notions of karma, transforming him from a wronged warrior into a sanctified protector. The novel further dramatizes Lu Meng's sudden death as supernatural retribution, and depicts Sun Quan's political maneuvering to deflect Liu Bei's wrath. Sima Yi counters with a diplomatic stratagem, advising Cao Cao to honor Guan Yu with a noble burial, shifting moral blame back to Wu. Finally, Liu Bei's dream and collapse foreshadow his campaign of vengeance, setting the stage for the great conflict to come. Knowledge points. 1. The detailed pursuit by Zhu Ran with 5,000 troops is largely fictional embellishment. Historical records mainly note that Guan Yu retreated and was captured near Linjiu by Ma Zhong, a subordinate of Pan Zhang. The multi-layered ambush, dramatic drum signals, and extended chase are narrative expansions typical of the novel's battlefield storytelling. 2. The episode of red hair refusing food and dying lacks firm historical basis. It is a famous literary motif symbolizing ultimate loyalty between hero and steed, reinforcing Guan Yu's image as the embodiment of righteousness and fidelity.